Hey Grimwade gang, we are back from our holiday and I've got my hands in the air like yay, we're home, because I actually do genuinely feel like that. Do not get me wrong, holiday was lovely. Like, it was a bit interesting. I don't know if I've said this to you guys before yet or not, but it was a bit interesting having Halo down by the pool, trying to like experiment with going, oh, let me try and get those goggles out of the water, and you're like, hey, 1-year-old, don't fall in. But hey, that's all part and parcel of being a big family, having young kids and whatnot. So that part of it was a bit of a challenge, but it's so nice, I feel like, to have had that time together as a family. But one thing is that our family, even when we are on holiday, we're kind of like, I don't want to say workhorses, but we do enjoy working. Like, we do enjoy
a bit workaholic.
A bit workaholic, exactly. Obviously the kids are always playing football. As you can see, they are right here behind me. And Tim and I...
Hey, you okay? Is that Rue? You alright, buddy? You okay? You alright, guys?
Yeah. Tim and I have got brains that always like always thinking, what's the next thing? What are we doing? So to like slow down is a little bit of a challenge at times. I feel like we can take it in like smaller doses. So we felt so blessed to have like a whole week away. But I feel like the last few days, like the last couple of days of the holiday, we kind of got that itchy back, wanting to get back home, back to work kind of feeling.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby girl.
You okay?
Yeah?
Yeah? What are you up to? Are you doing football? Oh, have you got to shine on us?
Of course you're going to shine us now.
Oh, Houston, what happened to your nosy?
I fell over We Make Football.
You fell over, oh no.
So, just to put things into context, we had We Make Footballers last night. We got back on Monday, and then our sessions are on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And yesterday was Wednesday, so she was there running along and unfortunately fell over and you hit your face on the floor, didn't you? But it is healed. Let's look at it. It's healed a lot. Starting to scab up now, isn't it?
Beautiful little face.
It was starting to bleed a bit on the day.
Okay.
But what did we do? We dabbed it with a baby wipe, didn't we? Yeah, and it's fine now, isn't it? What did you want me to put on it?
A
blister.
I love the way she says
you.
plaster. Say plaster.
There you go.
She wants me to put a plaster or blister, she said.
Darling, did one of our other kids say that?
I don't know.
Maybe not,
but
I feel like one of them
might have jumbled up
I know, Rubert, I know that you...
Can say no.
I know that you used to say about I-unk.
He used to say Bios.
What was that?
When I used to say brioche, I said Bios.
Oh, brioche.
Oh, brioche. Yeah.
And toys, he used to say toys.
What?
Toys.
Oh,
toys.
Toys.
He used to do like TWOYS.
Yeah.
But yeah, for I gunk, he used to say I unk.
Yeah.
I've got unk in my eye.
I've
That's
got
what
unk
he
in
used
my
to say. But yeah, obviously, these are all the things that happen with kids, isn't it? But she wanted me to put a plaster on it.
No, you used to call it unk. Don't try it. Yeah, don't try it.
Do you feel like, I don't know, it's just come to my mind, I feel like sometimes when you go away and you come back, the kids seem to have grown up a little bit as well after being on holiday. And I just do enjoy them having these kind of different experiences, which is cool and very much of a blessing. But I do think that sometimes people come back from holiday and they've got that kind of like holiday blues because they feel like, oh my gosh, I've been away in like a dream location or what have you, been relaxing in the sun, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm back to normality, back to the kind of reality of the day.
I think holidays are mostly like that for people. Sorry to interject, but it's just like they, you go away to a dream location and aesthetically it looks amazing,
of course, yeah.
But when you come back, it can sometimes be like, oh man.
I know that, do you know what? I think before we had children, and before we kind of both started following careers that we really loved and enjoyed, I used to really, really feel that. I even remember Tim would kind of brace himself. If I'd had like a big occasion, he knew that I'd have like a big come down afterwards. I remember I had it like after we got married, after having our first children, even like if I had like weekend events or whatever, kind of like going away but on a shorter scale, you come back home, you're like, back to the norm. I used to work in schools, which I loved doing, but prior to that I was working like in shops, and it wasn't like the career that I'd really, really wanted. So I used to kind of have that lull. I mean, there's some people that want to go into fashion, so for them, like it might be like, oh, I'm so. And I think the specific job I had at the time, I enjoyed it to an extent, but I just knew it wasn't. You know, when you find the career you want to be in and you're excited every day to go to it. So I wasn't quite there yet. So I definitely could relate to anybody that experiences that after a holiday.
Yeah.
But I think for us, you know, we started off, you know, at a completely different house to where we are now, completely different kind of situation, and we used to feel a bit like, oh, you know, our normality is not really what we wanted it to be. Could I put you down, darling, because you're getting ever so big and ever so heavy. Oh, okay, you're still light as a feather. Our normality probably wasn't what we really wanted, but our lives have changed so drastically since then, and that's through, obviously, I always say us, but it was originally Tim's idea. It was a fantastic idea, and we've worked together as a couple, as a family, to like build a life that we enjoy coming back to. So you're right, sweetie, I feel like she's getting towards her. You can really read my lips. But yeah, so we've kind of tried to make our normal lives more like a dream life, if you know what I mean.
Well, just following your dreams, like it's so important. Like,
it is important.
Otherwise, you're not going to enjoy it. Like, you know what I mean. Even when you follow your dreams, there's days where things aren't going ideally.
Precisely.
But it's what is Rue doing? I don't know if you could see that. Rue, what was that? What was that? We saw you. Go on, show us again. Yeah. Well, you was doing it a minute ago. Ruben, let me see it, man.
Do that.
Oh, my days. Is he going to do it? Yes, he is. Come on, Ruben. Show us your celebration. Oh, my days. This guy.
Is that what he was doing?
Yeah.
I've never seen him do that before.
Nor have I.
I like that celebration.
I just saw him over
all in the hip movement.
I just saw him over my shoulder.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, sometimes your dream and how you get to your dream is going to be really, really varied. Like, we started off with a dream that we had, and it's turned out to be something even huger than we'd originally kind of planned. We just knew, and Tim always says this to people, that we wanted to have a job. He wanted to have a job where he worked with his family. And, you know, lots
100%.
of people at the time were like, that job doesn't exist.
That doesn't exist.
But hey!
But then along came YouTube.
There
Thank you, Lord.
What, 7 years later, or 5 to 7 years later, and we're here just living the dream. And I think, you know, you can see it in the testimony of our lives. Like, obviously, our children are over here doing their thing, getting to spend time together, and it's great, you know. And these are the people, these people here and here, and the Halo upstairs having her nap. They bring us so much joy on a daily basis, and obviously each other. But just knowing that, I remember when we used to be up in the loft room at Mum and Dad's house where we first lived when we first got married, and thinking, okay, we want to have this many kids, and I'm thinking, counting the years, what's the quickest it could happen, and da-di-da, and you start thinking of the time scales and the plans. But, you know, now that we're here and we're living in that dream that we've made a reality, it means that your normality is like amazing every day.
Yeah, 100%.
And like Tim said, not every day is it like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get up and do the laundry, or I can't wait to answer all the emails. But the results of that is obviously positive.
I was just about to. Oh, hello. Oh, Hosanna Rain. What happened? Oh, Handball. Oh, Handball. It's all going off. It has just changed. This is totally cheating. Go on,
I tried to
Hosanna.
do this skill where you go like that and then you go like that.
Which
and
one?
This one where you have the ball here and you go like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Side too much.
That's all right.
Hosanna, before we go away, someone's going to come up to ask you guys, get you guys.
How do you feel
Grimwade,
like about coming home from holiday? Like, because it was good.
It was a lovely holiday, but I'm very happy to be back home and get back to our normal way of doing life. And yeah, it's just home is home, and like nothing can beat home. So
I think that's fair.
That is true.
It's good to be able to have a holiday, and we don't take that for granted at all. But being at home is home. There's no other place like home, and we can do everything we want. Go training sessions, everything. Got the back garden.
Yeah.
Precisely. I do think there's something about routine.
I like.
Sorry. We're going.
If we go like on holiday, we don't really know like loads of different training sessions or loads of different shops or like.
It's true. It's just like life stuff that we need.
Yeah. Like, it's easy. We can be like, oh, we can go to that session. Oh, we can go to Tesco around the corner or something.
Yeah, it's familiarity, isn't it? Sorry, Harps. Yes, Baba.
No, hold up. Mummy can go see us.
No. Go on, darling. You've been
It's just
speaking.
really nice to be back home and you can play more football, because at holiday, it was a very nice space, but there wasn't a big, like...
place to play football.
Yeah, like this. So,
and you guys enjoy it, don't you?
Yeah.
So I guess that's why everyone's thing is something to do with football. But yeah, go on. We are football.
I'd like to be back up home and play some more football.
Yeah.
Just like to be back up.
Yeah. I thought that might have been the next one that was coming.
You wanted to say it's football piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when we were looking at the villas, I was looking at, okay, we want someone with a pool because they were so excited to go swimming again. But then I was thinking, we do need somewhere that's got a lot of green space. And I think we kind of compromised on the green space a little bit.
Yeah.
But I do feel like, the thing that you just genuinely love doing and what is your general go-to, like, so for the kids, they always will have a ball and go and play and da-da-da. They do need enough space to do that. And I feel like Hallie said, they lacked that a little bit on holiday. But I think when we're at home, like, it just helps you appreciate, okay, we get to have special things for a time, and then we come back to our lives, which are still special. And I felt so blessed being back home. I just felt like in our own space that we've worked really hard to acquire.
Yes.
And
yes.
it is a blessing. Yeah. And guys, I don't know if any of you Grimwade gang feel like this. I mean, please comment in the comment section below. Like, do you go on holiday and then when you come back feel really appreciative of your own life? Even if the holiday was like a dream resort or whatever, do you come back to your usual life and feel like, do you know what, I'm really grateful and thankful for my surroundings, for my kind of normal routine, because we are such routine people.
For sure.
But yeah, or do you feel like, no, I'm still working towards that? Because if you're still working towards that, I would encourage you, don't give up.
Yeah.
Like, keep going. Whatever you've got your mind set on for how you want your life to be, definitely just focus on that and work towards it. Like, there's people that I know of who have, for example, if it's with their kids in football, they might have started and their kid might not know how to kick a ball. They've just diligently practiced with them. And now their kids are in like proper football sessions, manipulating a ball. And obviously we always use football as our go-to thing. But whether it's like, okay, I wanna own a coffee shop or whatever, you know what I mean? Just please don't give up on your dreams, because we haven't, and we still haven't given up on our further
and we
dreams.
got more
We're still
dreams.
working,
We got more
precisely
dreams.
to get to our further goals. So
We would say, no, I was just saying that the biggest blessing is we've created something where we can live and be comfortable with our family.
Precisely.
That for us, there's no bigger blessing.
Yeah, and I know that's how we've always felt in our hearts. We've never been like, oh my gosh, we can't wait to get rid of the kids, or we can't wait to not be with them. We've always felt a responsibility to our children to be there with them, to kind of lead and direct them in the way that we believe they should go. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, of course, we value our couple time, because, Tim and I have got to have that time in order to be able to keep being good leaders. Oh, we're going to mess up your...
No, I'm just laughing because Hosanna loves a challenge. She's just like her mum. Like, look, and it'll end up with like just pushing him over, basically. But yeah,
no, last time I tried to play with you in the garden, I think I ended up on my butt because I slipped on the ball. But yeah, so I lost my trail of thought. But sorry, yeah, we are blessed, and we hope that you guys would be encouraged to follow your dreams, so that you can be in a place where you're feeling like, you know what, I've worked my backside off, and I thank God, and I'm blessed for all that work as well.
And it's not easy.
No, it's
not easy. Like I think of Hez, with you, yeah. Like, it's great now for you to, be on the pitch and show your stuff or whatever. Yeah. But there's hours, days, months, years that have gone into all of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, and you're still trying to improve.
Yeah.
Like, it's gone. Sorry, you see.
Yeah, no, like, just the work never stops. There's been years I put into it, minutes, seconds, hours, every day. And obviously my family's been there for me, so that's really helped. But obviously I have to still love football. I have to keep my mentality that I want to work, wake up every morning and do my training sessions and stuff, which I do, and I love football. I won't ever want to stop doing it, and I want to reach my goal to be pro, be the best in the world, win the World Cup, win everything I can. Yeah, that'll never change.
There you go. And you inspire these guys. Like, you inspire your younger siblings, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And I just think, going back to the moral of the video, is that sometimes, as much as holidays are cool, they're actually a break in your progress. And so that can feel not good. I know for me personally, I don't like that. Like, I like to be on job, working towards something at all times, and that's what makes me happy.
And what about when you get setbacks? Like, what should you do then?
Work even harder, don't stop, and definitely if you have a setback, don't go and take a break. Work harder, because
I would agree.
I think if you have a setback, it needs to be fresh in your mind. You need to know what you need to work on and stuff.
Yeah.
You can't take a break, because then it might go a bit off your mind. You might forget forget good details that you might need to work on and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
So,
that is very true.
Precisely.
That is very
And
true.
obviously, I feel like if you take a holiday or even just take a nice day to yourself, you would have wanted to like work and done something really, really hard the day before, or worked and done something really, really hard in that morning or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
Precisely,
You
and
are
then
very like me, my children.
Then when you do take that rest, hopefully it will be a well-earned rest that you can enjoy, and then you can get back
That's
to
how I
It is-
enjoy
it-
rest. When you've
When you've
done
earned
something-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I haven't, like on my birthday when we went to get our nails done, we had a training session that was really hard in the morning. And I was like,
She did say
yeah,
this on the
yeah.
day.
And I was like, sorry. And I was like, yeah, I like this because like I've done something. I feel like I've earned it. Obviously, you don't get treated every single time that you've done something good, but like at least like you feel like you've earned it and you've done well at something, so that
Yeah.
you can go and like have a little bit of rest.
I think that's good. That's a great mentality, isn't it?
No, it's 100%.
Rue, what are you doing? You're tying the net around
Around the
the
goal.
thing.
'Cause we
Your
need to
little
get a new
what's
net,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, we do need to get a new net. That net, Grimwade gang, is
have it.
absolutely seen better days. But it's all good.
It
Sorry,
might be
darling.
different for different people, but like me, for
I'm
me,
pretty sure it will be.
yeah, I can't like, I'm not a type of person that can go and sit in a bath for like an hour.
Me neither.
I can't
Me
relax
neither.
and sit there with face mask on and larded. I can't even keep a face mask on for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
When us girls
No,
try and
I-
do that on our birthdays, we're like, this is not a good surprise. This is just like I want
The
to
only
do
one
something.
that I did like my pamper one, like I did like the pamper one. Like I'm not gonna say that I didn't enjoy it, but like
Yeah,
that,
I
I probably
understand.
wasn't.
But also
as
that was in
sporty that
lockdown,
time.
and they
Yeah.
didn't have many other options. So
Yeah.
you'd been outside in lockdown, obviously, like running around loads, and then obviously, like once you had that nice surprise. Oh my
He set you up. You were meant to just move away.
Oh, I see.
And
Sorry,
she started
sorry.
coming towards me. It's because you were like glued together, but yeah, anyway. No, but I hear you, Hallie. I hear you. Yes, Rue. We need that undone now. Thanks. Cheers. But yeah, look at this. What are you doing? Yeah, anyway,
sorry,
right. Oh, look,
sorry.
Ella's like, boy, I'm starting
was
to
just-
melt out here.
I think my face is just sweaty,
Like
yeah?
to carry on with our match.
You like, oh, sorry.
Oh,
I'll
sorry.
move that out of the
All
way.
right, guys.
Fine. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That is it.
We-
Guys, please get at us at the comment section below.
Yep.
And we shall respond to you. And yeah, thank you so much for being with us in another video. But
Yes.
I can go now. We love you.
Bye. 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 Bye.